Hello, my name is Harry Buttery and I'm going to talk through the recent updates to the pedestrian impact tools within Oasys 19. The Oasys suite has several tools available to help aid the setup and reporting of pedestrian impact tests. From Primer, you can access the pedestrian impact markup tool, which allows you to select the testing protocol you are using and then determines the various positions for head and leg impacts on the vehicle. Furthermore, you can then use this tool to set up a series of models with the impactors positioned appropriately for each impact point. Reporter then offers a series of templates, appropriate to each testing protocol, to aid in the automatic reporting of your LS-DYNA results. We have recently added support for the new Euro NCAP version 9 and CNCAP 2021 testing protocols to the pedestrian markup tool in Primer. These protocols include the addition of a new cyclist head impact zone, as well as specification for alternative impact angles for points on the roof, both of which are supported in Primer. Corresponding reporting templates for head and leg impacts have also been added to Reporter. For more information on the Reporter templates, see the associated video in this series. In addition to the new testing protocols, users of earlier versions of Primer will notice that the head impact user interface has been updated. This was done to accommodate the additional options available, but it still maintains the same workflow, with the desired impact points and their orientation angles at the top, the corresponding impactor and run parameters in the middle, and the output file paths at the bottom. Support has also been added to allow for an alternative child head orientation angle for impact points on or in front of the bonnet leading edge. This can be specified via the text box labeled Bumper in the Points and Angles section of the panel. Finally, the markup tool now adheres to the specifications laid out in section 3.6.1 of the Euro NCAP version 8 and onwards testing protocol, in which it is described how the corner reference point will be projected forwards onto the wraparound distance 775 line. Now for a quick demo of some of the new features. The pedestrian impact markup tool can be accessed in Primer via the Tools menu under the menu labeled Safety. After selecting the various parts associated with the outer vehicle, or by reading in a pre-saved settings file, the desired testing protocol can be chosen. Here, I have read in a settings file that has also set the protocol to Euro NCAP version 9. This particular protocol specifies that an alternative impact angle should be used for impact points on the roof of the vehicle. By default, Primer will determine the roof to be behind the rear edge of the windscreen part. However, this may not be appropriate for some vehicles, such as those with a windscreen that forms part of the roof. Therefore, Primer offers the ability to change the windscreen rear reference line calculation method to instead consider the points of contact with a stick angled at 45 degrees. For this particular model, the default method should be appropriate. Clicking Apply will set the markup process running. This may take a few moments to complete. Now that the process is completed, you can see that Primer has determined the positions of the various markup lines, including the new wraparound distance 2500 line and the new windscreen rear reference line. The new point and orientation angle options available for impacts in the cyclist zone, behind the windscreen rear reference line, and on or in front of the bonnet leading edge can be set here, along with the options for the previously available adult and child zones. The positions and angles for each of the points within an impact zone can then be output to a CSV file by specifying a file path here. Also, by providing some information regarding the impactor models used, via the impactor and run parameter buttons, the markup tool can create a series of models with the impactors appropriately positioned for each impact point. Finally, after obtaining your results through LS-DYNA, you can use the appropriate template in Reporter to generate a report similar to this one. Thank you.